Hello and welcome. My name is Steve Rafter and I'm the Managing Director of Valley Manor Investment Management. I want to start by thanking you for stopping by and checking out our channel. And in this installment in our financial planning series, we're going to be focusing on that small business owner that doesn't have any employees and is looking to start putting some money away for their own retirement and maybe considering a SEP IRA as a possible solution. So what we'll be discussing today is what a SEP IRA is, how it works, what kind of contributions can be made, and what considerations you want to keep in mind when deciding whether or not a SEP IRA makes the most sense for you and your business. So let's get right into it. So we're going to get started with discussing just exactly what a SEP IRA is and what types of businesses are eligible to establish this type of retirement account. So a SEP IRA is a simplified employee pension individual retirement account. And what it does is it allows for business owners to contribute towards their own retirement savings as well as that for their employees. And what we want to keep in mind is since a SEP IRA account is a traditional individual retirement account, it's going to be subject to the same investment, distribution, and rollover regulations that you'll find with a traditional IRA. However, there are some aspects that make the SEP IRA different from the traditional IRA, and we're going to go into those in a little bit more detail later on in the video. So when it comes to eligibility for a SEP IRA, these are designed for employers that have at least one employee or more that fall under the legal structure of a sole proprietorship, a partnership, a corporation, or a not-for-profit. So if you're a small business owner, you have at least one employee, and you're looking to establish a SEP IRA, as long as you fall under those legal entities, you should be able to move forward with establishing a plan for yourself. So next we're going to be discussing the contribution limits that are associated with SEP IRA accounts. So talking about just how much money that you can put into these types of retirement vehicles. So to help illustrate this, we're going to be using two examples. One's going to be an individual that's making $100,000 a year and doesn't have any employees. And the second is going to be an individual that's making $300,000 a year and again does not have any employees. This will really help illustrate how those maximum limits work with these accounts. So based off of 2017 and 2018 figures, the maximum amount that an individual can contribute to a SEP IRA is the lesser of 25% of the total compensation, or in 2017 it's $54,000, and in 2018 it's $55,000. So let's go to our example to show you just exactly how this works and what those numbers look like. So starting with our individual that's making $100,000 a year and they want to contribute the maximum amount into the plan, they'd be looking at, again, the lesser of 25% of their total compensation, which is $25,000, or if we're looking at 2017, $54,000. So the maximum amount this individual will be able to contribute into the plan is $25,000. Now, if we look at the individual that's making $300,000 a year and they want to put the maximum amount into the plan, if you apply 25% to their total income, you're looking at $75,000 versus the maximum for 2017 you can contribute, which is $54,000. We're looking at the lesser amount. So this individual would be able to contribute to the maximum amount, which for them is $54,000. So hopefully this helps illustrate just how that 25% of total compensation works up to the threshold for each individual tax filing year. So since we discussed the contribution limits that can be made into the SEP IRA, we also want to talk a little bit about the flexibility that a SEP IRA allows you with those contribution limits. And this is going to be another one of those benefits for the business owners out there where year from year revenue may be a little bit different and they may have different considerations when it comes to how much they're going to put away for the retirement. So with the SEP IRA, there is no set amount that needs to go into the plan. Each year, the business owner has discretion over how much they're going to be contributing to the plan. So what this means for you is you can contribute up to the maximum amount, you can contribute a lesser amount into the plan, or there may even be years where you don't contribute anything at all. So this is something to keep in mind as you're moving forward deciding which type of retirement plan is going to make most sense for you is the flexibility that you're going to have in terms of contributions with the SEP IRA account. Next, we're going to be discussing the investment options that are available within the SEP IRA account. And this is going to be another reason that a lot of individuals will choose a SEP IRA when planning for their retirement. So because a SEP IRA is going to be following the same guidelines as a traditional IRA, you have extreme flexibility in terms of the investments that can go into the account. Now, this is going to vary depending on the custodian that you choose to establish a SEP IRA with. And when I say custodian, that's the mutual fund company, the bank, or the brokerage firm that you establish the SEP IRA with, and the limitations that they have. But traditionally, you're going to be able to include within the account cash, certificates of deposit, individual stocks, individual bonds, mutual funds, unit investment trusts, alternative investments, really the whole range of securities that you'd be able to own within a traditional IRA. You're also going to be able to carry those same benefits into the SEP IRA when it comes to making those investment choices. So it allows for a lot of flexibility for you to create an investment plan that's going to be very much tailored towards you, your risk tolerance, and your specific needs. Now, the final piece that we're going to be discussing are distributions from the SEP IRA account and what the rules are around that. So since this is still essentially a traditional IRA, you're going to have the same rules that you'll find with a traditional IRA account. And what that means is if you look to access the money or make distributions before age 59 and a half, you're going to be paying a 10% penalty on top of ordinary income taxes on the amount that's distributed from the plan. So keep in mind the distribution requirements and when you would be likely looking to access the funds within the account. And just like a traditional IRA, you're also going to have required minimum distributions at age 70 and a half. So again, with the SEP IRA, you're going to have those higher contribution limits than you would typically be able to get with a traditional IRA, but you're still going to be subject to the same rules and regulations when it comes to distributions from the account. Now that we've taken some time to understand exactly what a SEP IRA is, the kind of contributions that can be made into the plan, the flexibility that you have with not only the contributions but the investments that are available, hopefully you have a better understanding of whether or not this is the type of plan that would be appropriate for you and your business. If you have further questions or if you'd like additional clarification on some of the ins and outs of how a SEP IRA works, don't hesitate to leave me a message. I'd be more than happy to get in touch with you to go through your situation and clarify any of those questions that you may have. So I want to thank you for stopping in and checking out this installment in our financial planning series. And again, if you enjoyed the information, feel free to share with your friends, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next installment in our financial planning series.